Hi everyone, this is Sumit coming at you with another video. Today I want to talk about PPF, paint protection film. And I want to give you a real world understanding of what it is, what it does, some of the pros, some of the cons. When you watch videos on YouTube, you get kind of like the one-sided view of it. That is, people who have it, love it, and then people who don't have it, whatever the reason may be, tend to not speak too much about it. So let me give you my take on it. I have paint protection film on this car. I have paint protection film on this car. I don't have any paint protection film on that car. And that's 5 years old. This is 2.5 years old. This is 2.5 years old. So let me give you my take on paint protection film, and then you can decide what's right for you. You can decide what the pros and cons are. If you can live with it, that's fine. If you can't, and if it's going to bother you, then it's something that you have to consider, at least from the standpoint that you might be in a situation similar to I have with one of these two cars right here. So again, what is the primary goal of paint protection film? It's to protect your car against chips, scratches, dings, right? That's the most important thing. And should you happen to get any of those on your car, if you don't have paint protection film, obviously you're going to regret that decision, and you would have preferred to have had it on because you've heard all the good things it does. But here's the thing, okay? From this distance, it all looks good. So this car has paint protection film right on the front, kind of like that fender there, everything in the forward area, and a little bit on the edges and the sills around. I'll walk you around it. So from this distance, it looks great, right? And I'm the kind of person who likes to kind of walk around my car. If it's dirty, clean it up, give it a nice little polish, not polish, but buff it out, and just put some spray wax sealant every now and then. So I do tend to inspect my car every now and then. And these are the things that bother me, okay? I don't care which shop you go to. I don't care how good the shop is. There are definitely good ones. There are definitely bad ones. But this is something you're going to have to deal with across any paint protection film that you have on the car, right? So we're talking about corners and edges particularly. So it all looks good, but look at this, right? Now, I understand that is a very difficult curve to kind of go around, and they've done a pretty good job kind of going around that, making sure that they cover it up with film. But now I just have this weird gap here, and this is become a dirt magnet. So no matter what I do, I can't really keep it clean. I can't have it looking nice the way I want to, and it's going to look like that. Yes, this is protecting my paint from chips and scratches and road debris, but I have to deal with it looking like that, okay? Look at another example here. You see that line? See where the edge of that line is? That's attracting dirt. So you have to constantly kind of go in there and clean that, right? And again, this is not an example of a bad job of a paint protection film. This is just as is. This is the reality of the situation, right? Look at this. Now, if you're okay with this, or if you're okay living with this, and every 2-3 years going back, having them peel it off and put a fresh coat of paint protection film, that's fine. You can do that for sure, right? We all know it is expensive, but that's something that you have to live with, all right? Another example here. Little spot where the PPF is damaged over here, and then a little bit on the edge over here, right? So these are some of the things you'll have to deal with. I know this is a white car, so you see it more, but trust me, even on a black one, you do tend to see some of the lines and the edges when I go up close, right? So that's some of the things to consider when you're thinking of paint protection film. Another thing I want to show you here real quick, for all those who tell me that paint protection film does not scratch, let me show you. So this is a little carbon fiber trim over here, right? And the carbon fiber trim runs from here till there. So they've put kind of paint protection film here to protect the most kind of vulnerable area of the door sill here. But look at this. Look how badly this is scratched. Okay, in fact, this looks so bad, I'm going to have them actually take it out, right? I'm gonna have them remove it. The whole idea was to protect this. This still looks like that. And I know there's not much wear and tear on this side, but for what I have and what I see here, this is just, it just looks like garbage. Okay, and I have tried to polish this area out and it doesn't. I mean, it's definitely made it a little better, but that just looks darn right ugly to me, okay? So yes, pros and cons, your decision, your money. But at the end of the day, a couple of things to consider is every product, every decision has its pros and cons. Look at all, assess everything, and then make your decision. So if things like those little things over here, here, here don't bother you, that's fine. Go ahead, put PPF. If they do bother you, consider it, right? Consider the options. Consider another form of protection. It may not be as strong, as good as paint protection film, but at least you're getting something with it. Now, normally, I would tell you that I don't like the look of paint protection film, right? But in this case, what I've done is I've polished this and I've put 2 layers of our Luxury Microfiber Shield Pro ceramic coating, and then I've put 2 layers of toppers on top of that. So at least I've done a good job to match this to this, which is bare paint, right? So I've done a good job to kind of match that. But again, it's this little edges that bother me. There's another line that you see here. And this is just an example of an installation process where they could not find a roll that was going to cover the entire hood. So they had to put these little pieces here on this corner and that corner over there. So again, do I like the way this looks? No. Is it giving me protection? Yes. So those are some of the things you got to weigh up when you're considering PPF. And again, on a white car, PPF will tend to yellow over time. So I have to be extra careful with this PPF just to make sure that I am constantly protecting it and making sure that it doesn't yellow over time. But again, it's your choice, right? What you want to do with it. I find PPF expensive, personally. I find they do solve a purpose, but I also feel that, you know, if I had a chip here or there, yes, it would make me feel bad. But at the end of the day, I think I can live with that. That's just something that I have gotten to kind of come to grips with after doing this and seeing what PPF does on a car. So thank you for watching. If you have any comments, questions, let me know. Thanks, bye.